going to move on to Chris, because there's not really a lot to say about her, aside from the fact that she has like a very viable sort of plan, game plan. Are we feeling about 15 so far? A little bit lukewarm for me, but this is how I always approach games. Like, it's nothing new. It's not like 15 specific or anything like that. So for me, it's a bit lukewarm. But Yori, how are we feeling about Yori? Sex. Fucking sex. That character, like, holy shit. Like, you know, when the vampire lady came out, right, for Resident Evil, I'm like, man, all these normies, like, what do they see in this character, right? And then I saw the Yori trailer. I'm like, I know exactly what the trades are about now. Like, I know exactly what is going on. And, like, it's just pure fucking great design. Like, I don't like the character. I've always hated the character. I am, like, his personality is still dull. But, damn. Is fucking sex, man. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about Chris. Now, Chris is a character that I main. So if you've been any time on my stream, you know that I play Shangfei, Chris, and Bao as my main team, and I have like a pocket handy that I'm not really too confident about trying to develop him. But yeah, so what does Chris do? Chris is one of the most fast, agile, oppressive, and mix-up heavy character, because he can just do like pretty much what he wants. Now, the most notable normal, the like meme normal, is Jump CD. Jump CD is just like incredibly good. Hitbox is like much further than it looks like, so it's extremely like active. There's a lot of active frames, so unless they're pressing here, you're not going to trip them. You're just gonna lose. Like you're gonna get jump CD'd, right? Is a jump D is really fucking good as a cross up, right? Stop. There you go. So I was saying this is like extremely fucking good as a cross up. Make him crouch, because like most people would be crouching at that point, right? So. Oh. Like, it's really great. You have to be like a little bit there to it as a cross up, but this is 4 frames, like stand C is 4 frames, so you really have easy ways to combo from the cross up. So jump C, incredible normal to anticipate people in the air. Like, this is the normal that you use against characters that are stupidly good in the air, like K-Dash or Kasumi. So you would expect Chris to use this a lot if they're trying to anticipate you. He has like one of the best tripping moves in the game, which is his slide. And his slide can easily go into a full max conversion. So if I, for example, I think this is the high one. Oops. Come on, I play this character. Should be doing this thing easy. There. Right? So you have the full conversions from there. And that will work for a lot of jump-ins. Especially if they press high enough, because people want to anticipate you, right? So if like you're facing a Chris and you're playing Chris and they press up here, feel free to slide under it. If they press down here, you're gonna lose. Chris' slide attack is fun but painful to arsicle back out of it sometimes. What do you mean? This one? Like doing this cancel? But yeah, in general, like, really good character. Jump CD is like the most bully friendly tool in the game after, you know, the infamous jump Ds of Kasumi or K. He has like this tool, which is incredible. The hopping common grab. Yeah, although I'm good at the wind of it, it's kind of hard for me to do it sometimes. It's just a matter of training, really. Like, a lot of his stuff is really easy once you start to actually train it hard. So don't be discouraged. So I was saying, What was I saying? Oh yeah, so he has this, which is like stupidly good, because you get a full conversion just out of it, and it's fully invincible until like almost half of his travel arc. So like it's fully invincible. I want to say like, hold on. I think like there it stops being invincible, but most people like your button, if you try and meet him and he wakes up like that, has to be really arched eye like that to stop him, right? Because if he wakes up like that, thank you for the follow. If he wakes up like that, you're gonna lose, right? And they're gonna get a full conversion. Now, since it has a lot of invincibility, a lot of people will use it as a way to like almost DP, right? Instead of DPing, because this is his DP and it's quite slow. It's not too bad, but it's quite slow. They would just eat the last part of your kick, like when you like there, they will eat it with invincibility and just get there, and then full convert from there. His crouch D is incredible because he almost disappears, right? So he can low profile a lot of stuff. Crouch B is incredible. Look how long this thing is. Let me see. You can also like do shit like this. So like if you want an easy conversion from low, you can get that. Or hold on. Right? Is the like this DP is not great. This is the B version, and it's kind of like more of an anticipating tool rather than an actual anti-air. This is actual DP and anti-air, and it's pretty decent, but it takes a while to start. So at anti-airing is not the greatest. We're gonna look at like his options, because I use most of them, but some of them are like particular, like the leading high and leading low. So we're gonna start with, oh yeah, this is great even as a whiff punish, right? It's like it has so much range, it's not too slow, it's like 11 frames, so it's definitely useful. Hold on. Yeah, so a lot of the time you will use that as a whiff punisher and do things such as, hold on, right? That also is a great tool. Forward B is his other comment. This is like probably the longest overhead in the game, aside from maybe King, but King takes way longer to start up. Like, this is an overhead, and up close, the first one is a high, and the second one is a low. So if they are crouching, they can block the first one, but not the second. Guard. Yeah. So usually it's like pretty good. He has a lot of like comments, because he also has the slide, as I showed. Very, very good tool, and it can go easily into max mode. Let me just get rid of this bar. Like, it's pretty good. Like, very rarely somebody will be able to jump over it and hit you. Only if you're like being really predictable. Not that, but you usually do it with forward A. I'm just messing it up. Oh yeah, the throws. The throws are actually like pretty important. Not the C1. C1 is like, doesn't matter. Like, you reset to full screen, and then you can use, you know, your long tools to annoy. I'm trying to think, because I was thinking about something. Oh yeah, the throw. So if you do this, this one is our knockdown, and it has like some of the best setups from this, because as you can see, is like back and forth as a block, but you can also set it up for a super jump to be at the exact height for the crossout to be fully convertible. So if I remove him from guarding, I'm gonna try and put it on one hit guard, so you'll see that, yeah, if I don't fuck it up. I have to delay a little bit, but yeah, I have like a setup with this. I have a setup video, and then you just do that, and it's pretty easy. It's pretty good because you can also do this, and you know, just convert from there, or right, fully convert into super, and so on. His supers are really good as well. Aside from this one, you shouldn't really use it as an anti-air, because in some cases they can recover before you recover and punish you on it. But that's only if the last hit doesn't hit you. Okay, so forward. Oh yeah, I mean, this is just the sort of knockdown conversion, right? Which I don't really use because I like the other one better. But it's good because it sets for a knockdown, then you can just go into, you know, mix-ups and so on. This is like, as we were saying, DP, not the greatest one, good one, but slow. Sliding touch. Oh yeah, direction change. So we were talking about this, very, very good. If you hit it at like this range, you can still convert into super. You just have to be quite fast. Or yeah, you have to be like range specific, basically. Scramble dash. Oh yeah. So this is incredible, because what happens is once you understand where you can cancel it from, you can set up for really nasty shit. I'll show you. Right? Come on. I'm missing my execution, but you get the idea. Right? Or you can do stuff like, say they're good, right? And they've just they just adapted to it, right? So you can do things like do the same and then go for the cross up. I'm gonna put him crouching. So that, right? Oh yeah, if your opponent doesn't recover there, I'm gonna show you. You can fully juggle the other super, but that's only if they don't recover. Hello, Zensker. Hello, welcome in. Yeah. So let's go on with his tools. Oh yeah, and scramble dash is generally like a great tool, because depending on the range, you can also set up front and back mix-ups. So like here, you go behind, but if you stay here, you stay in front. So when they block, you can do stuff like, right, and end up on this side, or see, it's still back turned. So there's a lot of mix-up that you can play with scramble dash. Shooting dancer trust. Oh yeah, you have to be careful with this, because if you cancel on block, there is a gap here. So people can just like super you, can DP you, can counter you, can do a lot of stuff because there is a gap. So don't use this on block if you see that your opponent is catching up. Yeah, both of them. Usually you use this one that does more damage and leaves you closer for conversions. Actually, no, it doesn't leave you closer. It just does a slightly more damage. Shooting dancer step. Oh yeah, this one is not something that you really should use aside from situations like fucked up. Come on. I think it's the light one. Or maybe counter it. Hold on, counter it. I want to say counter. There. Ah, come on. Yeah, stuff like that. Right? It's quite specific because your opponent can block this one and then just neutral jump, and most likely they're going to punish you. Right? You can do the juggle without counter. Okay. Yeah, just don't use it much, to be honest. It's not a bad tool, but if you do it on block, you can eat a full punish, so you shouldn't really use it on block. You have a dive kick, right? So you have basically, this is the B version. So as you can see, very, very narrow angle. And this is a farther angle. So that's the D version. Now, these are great for like going over fireballs, altering your momentum in the air, going back, and you know, if your opponent follows you, you can just do that to catch them running and things like that. You can go, like all of them go into a full conversion. Why can't I do it? Used to work, but okay. So you can get that. Show you. Right? You can do what I do and try and set up a mix-up. Ah, fuck. 1 sec. Right? Or you can go on the other side with the hyper up. So I'm gonna try and show you that quickly. Oops. Stuff like that. Piano piano. Ok. Welcome in. Benvenuti. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the dive kicks are really good. Unfortunately, they're a bit more punishable than they look like. Like, don't think Street Fighter. Because if you get blocked, if your opponent knows how to punish you, you're gonna get punished. So careful with that. Leading high is a weird move because it's basically that. It's think like Tekken sliding moves, so like a snake edge. They kind of work like that. They're a bit hard to execute, but they're fully invincible at the start. So you can literally wake up with this if you're good enough to execute it. And the low one, which is even harder to execute, there, yeah, sets into a juggle. So you can do stuff like that. Well, if it works. I pretty much never use it because I am bad at executing this shit, as you can clearly see. But yeah, it sets into a juggle and you can get like this as a full conversion. Or you can get like a DP if you don't have meter. You can get a reset. Sometimes I use this, but like very rarely. Because it's like, it's easier to set it up from close standing D. And like if your opponent tries to press buttons, they're gonna be launched. But generally, like, you don't really want to use it, especially not at lower level. His supers are pretty damn good. This starts in 5 frames, so you can punish a lot of stuff on block that might be hard to punish. Either 4 or 5, I don't remember, but like it's really good. And it usually connects like at most ranges. This one is good as sort of combo tool, but you shouldn't really use it in the air as anti-air, as I said, because if they're not hit by the last button, hit, they will recover and punish you on hit. Yeah, I know it's like kind of a plink, but it's quite hard, so I don't care. Twisted Drive, yeah, the level 2 versions is really just more damage. There's no, I mean, this version here, this one sort of combos better on as an anti-air, but most likely you wouldn't spend 3 bars on that. Especially when against the jumps, usually you just do this and convert into max mode. I don't really use the max 2, mostly because I don't use edgy Chris. What is it? I'll cycle back, okay. So he has also this, that, and then he turns into the other Chris. But I don't use it because I don't use this character, so I usually just keep the bar for Bao. This is basically a combo extender, so in a different situation, you would do like a normal combo for Chris. I don't know, I guess, hold on. I cannot cancel into it. No, I can. This is one of the few I can cancel, right? Come on. But yeah, I think you can cancel into this, and that's any extension. So then you would do, I don't know, something like, not that. What's the, not that. He has like a proximity unblockable, but I don't play this character. Oh, there it is. And then goes into DP. So yeah, it's generally like a combo extender most of the time. Yeah, the character is like really, really freaking good. It's probably like top 10 in the game or some shit like that, or close to it. So definitely a viable character if you're thinking of competing with this character. Has a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, of course, Jump B. Jump B, like look how freaking long it is, and how much like fast it comes out. Like it's like 3 frames or some shit. Yeah, like look, it's already out. So this is an incredible button to anticipate people, and usually goes well into that. So yeah, from him expect a lot of like jump CDs, because that goes also into supers and shit at some ranges. Expect a lot of like tripping if the player is good into full conversions. Expect like this between strings to sort of like don't deal with like the pressure and so on. So like things like that. Great low profiles. Great with punish potential with forward A and forward B, and slide as well. Trying to remember. He struggles a little bit with anti-airs, especially close. Like at this sort of range, he only has this, but they're not great. But a lot of the times you solve with rolls or with scramble dash. Like a lot of the times, if I don't want to deal with an anti-air because I'm being cornered, right, and they just like jumped on me and they did their pressure, and I know they're gonna jump again, be like, nope, I'm out. He has good. He has very good buttons. He has very good mobility, and pretty decent damage and conversion potential. He only struggles really with a little bit with anti-airs, but other than that, is a very complete character, very good character.